God, it is so hot out here, but I'm not even mad about it, honestly. I'm just having so much fun.
I'm having the time of my life.
Good. That's what this is all about.
I know. And like I've met so many people and I'm honestly thinking about buying a crop top, which I gotta say was not in the cards for me before, but I just gotta get in that pool.
What's been the reaction? This is on Hulu now, and because I've seen it go viral. A lot of talk about this show. A lot of people out there saying, finally, I'm seeing myself on the screen.
That's right. I mean, that's the call to action that I was referring to. Like these women who really wanted to see themselves portrayed as not a side character, but as a lead character in the show. That was really important to us, and also to be careful about a woman in her 20s and what she's going through and how she's trying to figure everything out with the boyfriend and with the abortion and with what her future looks like. And also how we all, every single one of us, want to have a little more control over what's happening to us, right? This is a person who things kind of happen to her for a while until she sort of takes control of her life and then starts making things happen for herself. And I think that to me was the real calling card of the book, was really reading about somebody who was, I hate to say finding their voice, such a cliche, but that is very, very much so with a writer, especially. Lindy West was a young writer who had something to say and couldn't figure out totally how to say it, and now she's, her stories on TV. She's got a best-selling memoir. She writes for the New York Times. She figured it out, and that's what we're excited about. This character figuring all of this out.
Yeah, and it's maybe less finding her voice and realizing she's allowed to use the voice she already had.
That's much better put than how I did it with the cliche. That's why you're the writer.
It's just a reorganizing words a little.
Okay, I'll take it.
To talk about Adie Bryant, though, she's so wonderful.
She brings this effervescence to everything and a real depth to everything. I think that hopefully, we all know that she's really funny from her work on SNL. She's I think a 2-time Emmy nominee for that, and this is you see a whole other side of her in this show, and we're all we're just madly in love with her, all of us.
Yeah, and from a behind the scenes, it's not like, no offense to you, I'm sure you're not like this either, but it's not like the nightmare actress who's also a producer.
Yeah.
Like she's like, which you're also not. But
I don't know, I saw the Hunger Games.
I'm also not. That's
She's also
the
not
main thing to get out of that sentence when you
But
the
Adie's
words arranged.
like a serious producer. Like a businesswoman,
Yeah, she took
takes
to
the helm
it.
on every single detail of it, not just her performance.
She took to producing the show and really stepped up on every level. She is an incredible creative mind, and I honestly, this is the beginning of a huge, huge career for Adie.
Everybody's talking about the episode called Pool. Can you talk a little bit about creating that particular episode and these pool parties, which I didn't know, and shooting that episode?
We wanted to do a whole episode that was a flashback of her going on vacation with her family and not wanting to go swimming and being in a bathing suit. And then Lindy had been invited to these pool parties, and then someone made the obvious connection that we should pair those things. So we just made it like that's sort of like what's in her mind is the flashback to when she was a kid. Yeah, it was really moving to film it. Like people were like really happy and also crying because they were moved, but like people in the crew, like by the end, me and Lindy and the crew guys were just like hugging each other and crying.